Okay.
We believe we should get more involved with the war with ISIS.
On our first slide, we will be talking about the U.S. bombing ISIS. But you can see that innocent people will die. The guy who lives next to the terrorist will die even if he is not a terrorist. In the second slide, we are talking about ISIS continuing to grow and kill innocent people. In the slide, we'll talk about if ISIS is stopped soon, then it will keep growing and it will kill innocent people. And the picture, it shows that ISIS is going to keep hurting innocent people and plan attacks in the U.S. if you are not with their group. My evidence since then, the Islamic State demonstrated the capacity to adapt and innovate. The third slide will be about the U.S. air tactics and how the U.S. military has a very good air base. The air base can be used to defeat ISIS without using much troops. We think that the U.S. can be much more effective with their air base tactics than other countries. The article states that Islamic State attacks on Paris were horrific. It killed 1,130 people.
If we send troops to other countries, might commit to helping defeat ISIS, and we will be even more successful at it. The reason we will send troops is because the other countries are not strong enough to send troops by themselves. The article states, but among the parties involved, there is huge disagreement over critical issues, particularly relating Syria. The U.S. should send troops because most of the presidential candidates agree on being more aggressive with ISIS. The article states most of the 2016 presidential candidates have called for a more aggressive fight with the enemy. We think this means that the U.S. is thinking about sending ground forces.
We also believe it's a good reason because We also believe it's a good reason because we think that if we start war with ISIS, they won't function at good enough state and they will collapse. In the article, it says that it must involve cutting off ISIS funding and create stable and effective Middle Eastern governments and armed forces, as General Joseph Dunford, head of the U.S. Joint Chiefs and Staff, told Congress in July, we think that when we send troops, ISIS will lose some of its supplies, which will help in stopping it.
Our counter argument is that we will lose troops in the war and we will kill innocent people. The weakness is that the troops that we will lose can really help us defeat ISIS. Also, the innocent people we will kill, in our opinion, will outweigh the amount we can save. We believe that it would be a good decision to go forth and attack ISIS.
Our conclusion to the argument that the U.S. should get involved and send ground troops. In our opinion, if we send ground troops, it will really help us out in stopping ISIS. In our slides, we talk about the good reasons that we should commit to the war in ISIS. The slides also contain our counter-argument. In the counter-argument, we say why the counter-argument is invalid